was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. They don't make men like that no more. You will never see another person like Malcolm-Jamal Warner ever again. His name is Malcolm-Jamal. It don't get no more ghettoer than that. He kept it real every time he opened his mouth. Bill Cosby knew that. He got on the news and let them people know Bill Cosby too old to be Bill Cosby and people. Now they accusing Bill Cosby of Bill Cosby and him and slapping him off a boat. Rest in peace to Malcolm-Jamal. People willing to believe that Bill Cosby is able to do anything, even though he crippled and blind. They still accusing him of doing crimes. Now Malcolm-Jamal, or you can call him Theo, the kid from the Cosby Show, is no longer here. We don't seen Tupac Shakur. We don't seen Big Papa. We don't seen Pop Smoke and King Von. We ain't never, ever gonna see another Malcolm-Jamal. You gonna see another Lil Uzi Vert. You gonna see another Lil Baby. You gonna see another Future. They produce these niggas like beans. You gonna see another Andre 3000, maybe. Depending on how much LSD is in the world, you gonna see another Big Boy. But you ain't never gonna see another Malcolm-Jamal Warner. When I heard the news that Bill Cosby allegedly had something to do with this man's passing, I damn near fell down the stairs, because people are willing to believe anything about a brother in Hollywood. I'm surprised Samuel L. Jackson ain't accused of doing something besides saying motherfucker. But it's coming. We gotta get into this. Rest in peace. Malcolm-Jamal Warner, I'm tearing up, man. My voice been cracking all day. Cause it's sad. And I know the black community ain't willing and able, man. They don't cut the food stamps off. You got Sexy Red on the radio talking about hoochie coochie. People out here fiending for sex and money and drugs, but can't afford none of that shit. Y'all gotta see this, man. The Cosby Show actor, Malcolm-Jamal Warner. Y'all know who he is? He gone, and the police released the cause of death. And I must say, something is fishy about this. And it ain't got nothing to do with him being in the lake. When I first heard the news, I thought he was in Lake Lanier. And I usually don't hear news about black people drowning. That's why it's very, very suspect. We gonna get into all of this. I want to let y'all know, I don't believe the rumors that Bill Cosby has something to do with it. I don't believe that Black Hollywood has something to do with it. Even though the boule is all on social media, I'm talking about every black entertainer. If he been on TV, if he was on the radio, he a part of that secret club. And they coming out, sending their condolences, kind of looking like they was all in on it. Bill Cosby was supposed to been dead. What he doing that's keeping him alive? They saying he's sacrificing kids with Diddy. People spreading the dumbest rumors online. And I'm here to shut all that stuff down and say rest in peace to Malcolm-Jamal Warner. Without further ado, we got to get into this news, y'all. Y'all ready? What happened to the lights? Yo, somebody hit that Cash App because we got bills to pay around here, man. $ Sean Blaze Docs. I would appreciate that. Without further ado, let's get into this news.
Truthful, and he knew.
Run that back.
How will you remember him?
Like Ennis. Truthful, and he knew when to just walk away from a conversation without being rude. Malcolm did his best.
Oh, wait a minute. Bill Cosby talking like that man soft or something like that. Hold on. No. He must got the wrong Malcolm-Jamal. He talking about he'll walk away from a conversation without being rude. Like he ain't want no smoke. Now I get it. You ain't got to be ignorant just to prove a point. But Bill Cosby talking about that man like he's soft or something like that. Like he ain't keep that thing on his hip. He been famous for a long time. They got pictures of him in the club with Tupac back in the day. So ain't no telling if he smoked a little, drank a little something on the resort with Dr. Sebi. He probably had more than them pina coladas and them coconut drinks when he was in Costa Rica. Because people go over there and roll a fat blunt and cool out. Bill Cosby trying to make it seem like Theo ain't want no smoke. Like he want to reach across that table and smack Bill Cosby in the mouth. I don't like the way they be talking about people when they dead. That's like when Takeoff passed away and Quavo got up on the stage at his funeral talking about how he was body slamming him and wrestling him and all that, making it seem like he was Saul. And I know it's not that deep, but the rumors is flying and he no longer here to defend himself. And people gonna be willing to say whatever they gotta say to get clicks and views. Trust me, I know. And I ain't trying to be one of them people. We gotta have conversations like this because the black community is in shambles. People shopping in their drawers. And y'all seen it. People at the Olive Garden with their pajamas on. It's getting bad. And the people that represent us in a positive light, they dying. We ain't got nobody left to say, hey, that's a good brother right there. Because ain't nobody trying to take the L. I almost smacked the shit out of somebody because he said he liked my coat. I thought he was going to rob me. It's hard being a brother out here, man. At least with the Cosby Show on the TV, people felt like there was hope. We ain't got no modern day Cosby Show. And I ain't going to be talking about it all night because I know we got a lot of news to get into. But I got a bone to pick with Black Hollywood real quick. Y'all stay tuned. Because this type of just pisses me off, man. Who put this shit together? Who did it? Because somebody need to get smacked. Blackish. What's wrong with just being black? You got these feathers and tethers taking over Black Hollywood, blackish. Ain't none of them niggas black for real. And then we lose Theo in Costa Rica. It's sort of like the Caribbean people can't stand African Americans. I said it. What the fuck is blackish? What's wrong with just being black? Black as hell. All of these niggas some sellouts, man. The beige bagage. And now we ain't got Theo to represent for the big hefty brothers no more. We done lost Gerald Levert. Where the fuck is Ruben Studdard? But I'm gonna shut up about it, man, because like I said, we got a whole lot of news we gotta get into. Rest in peace to Malcolm-Jamal. And don't get no more ghetto than that. He represent for the brothers out there. He no longer here, so I gotta represent for him. Y'all hit that like button, because it's a whole bunch of news we about to be getting into. And I need y'all to listen to every detail. Without further ado, let's do this.
Bill Cosby.
How will you remember him?
Like Hennis. Truthful, and he knew when to just walk away from a conversation without being rude. Malcolm did his best.
Bill Cosby speaking out in his first public...
That nigga look G'd up. Why is why is he on the block? He posted up like he out there with them real ones. He is from Philly. Don't get it fucked up, y'all.
Statements in years, reacting to the tragic loss of Cosby Show co-star Malcolm-Jamal Warner, first with ABC News.
He was always a great studier, and I enjoyed working with him very much.
That ain't no motherfucking Bill Cosby, y'all. They must think I'm stupid. That don't even sound like no Bill Cosby. That sound like some AI shit that they put together in the studio. And why would they want to talk to Bill Cosby after they shamed him in the news? He ain't picking up the phone for none of them motherfuckers to talk about nothing. They talking about they got Bill Cosby on the phone to speak about that man death in less than 24. Why the fuck would Bill want to talk to them about any damn thing? After they don't drag his ass, he 100 years old. He probably went to pick up the phone and dropped the plate and everything. I don't believe that's Bill. It don't sound like him. I'ma shut up. Hold on. Stop that. Run that back. I swear that ain't no damn Bill Cosby. Listen.
Reacting to the tragic loss of Cosby Show co-star Malcolm-Jamal Warner, first with ABC News.
He was always a great studier, and I enjoyed working with him very much. He always knew his body, he always knew his lines, and he always knew where to go.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, Dad, I do.
A rep for Cosby telling E.T. getting the call that his TV son was dead at 54 after an accidental drowning was just like the call he got when his only real son, Ennis, was killed back in.
Bill, hey, man, they on some bullshit, y'all. I don't believe not one word of it. I don't believe it. Just like I don't believe the rumors that he had something to do with this man's passing. Malcolm-Jamal Warner and Mr. Cosby remained in touch and spoke around 3 weeks ago. Mr. Cosby said getting the news of Malcolm's passing was like getting the same call he got when his son was killed. And people accused him of sacrificing his son. And that's what brings us here. Why is he still alive? What is he eating? What is he drinking? When he came home from jail, let me show y'all something. Because I need an explanation. And everything don't have to be a conspiracy theory. But come on, y'all. The world is getting crazier and crazier. I was about to type in Bill Cosby. Oh, y'all need to see this. Y'all need to see this. When that motherfucker came home, he had the biggest pizza in Philly. I ain't never seen nobody devour a pizza like that on the motherfucking news. I could see if it was a Papa John's commercial. But the way he did that pizza on his first day home, on that old ass couch, you know he ain't health conscious at all. So what is he doing? Or what is he eating? Or who is he eating to stay alive this long? They said it was a masked man in the gym boxing with Floyd Mayweather, knocked his ass out. And before he could leave the gym, they was all talking about it was Bill Cosby. So if he out here sacrificing people, and his grandson's out here being zesty, and he act like the public ain't catch on, well, I caught on. But y'all ain't willing to listen. Y'all think everything funny. Y'all think everything goofy. I've been doing videos for 10 years, spitting nothing but facts, and y'all too busy laughing at jokes that ain't even really funny. Hold on, look at this. Bill Cosby breaks silence after conviction, thrown out. I have always maintained my innocence. He ain't never, hold on, talking that shit. Listen.
Everybody. 04. Okay, everybody. We want to thank the Pennsylvania State Supreme Court, as I mentioned earlier, for reviewing Mr. Cosby's appeal, but also seeing the light, seeing the lies, seeing that Mr. Cosby had immunity. This U.S. citizen who served our country in the Navy, not just in the Navy, but he served our country in so many different ways through his celebrity. Him and Mrs. Cosby.
I'm blessed and so grateful to be here and to see Mr. Cosby.
And in closing, this was an unwanted 3-year vacation that Mr. Cosby never asked for. But if Mr. Cosby conviction being overturned, it's for the world and all Americans who are being treated unfairly by the judicial system and some bad officers, because all officers are not bad. So we want to...
He out there looking like O.J. Simpson, y'all. I don't know if he did it or if he didn't do it. But his aura don't look too right. And Malcolm-Jamal gone, people asking questions. I don't want to believe the rumors, but something is clearly wrong with this picture. I hope ain't none of this stuff true, but it got me scratching my head. One thing about Bill Cosby, he still got his white folks though. He gonna be all right. He don't give a damn what your black ass got to say. He ain't suing no bloggers. He got some good white folks around him. You think he give a fuck about a Sean Blazerton video? I highly doubt it. He not about to be filing no lawsuits. They be like, don't worry about it, Bill. The money is in the bank. But I really do think they're using AI for his voice because he ain't said none of this shit. Listen at this, y'all. Look.
Being rude. Malcolm, he knew when to just walk away from a conversation without being rude. Malcolm did his best.
Bill Cosby speaking out in his first public statements in years, reacting to the tragic loss of Cosby Show co-star Malcolm-Jamal Warner, first with ABC News.
He was always a great studier, and I enjoyed working with him very much. He always knew his body, he always knew his lines, and he always knew where to go.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, Dad, I do.
A rep for Cosby telling ET getting the call that his TV son was dead at 54 after an accidental drowning was just like the call he got when his only real son, Ennis, was killed back in 1997.
I want to thank every person that prayed, every person that felt with us.
You look guilty as fuck. Why you look so guilty? Man, it got me wondering what they be doing in them secret societies. Malcolm-Jamal Warner was talking that shit before he passed away. He was talking about reparations for blacks. They just got done putting out that Dr. King, his FBI files, and that shit is raunchy. We heard about the bimbos and hoes and stuff, but they going into detail, and it's gonna be hitting the street soon. So, by February next month, we gonna be begging for them to cancel Black History Month. It's really that bad. Y'all need to see this real quick. Hold on, switch that up. From the window to the wall, to the sweat, drip down Dr. King's balls. And that's what they about to be talking about. That boy Trump a mess. Records related to the assassination of the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther. We ain't talking about that. We talking about them FBI files. Shit, they just got done talking about it on CNN. We gonna get to Malcolm-Jamal Warner, but y'all gotta know all this stuff tie in together. And that's why it's important that we dissect this stuff, because people gonna spread rumors. They're gonna say all different types of crazy things about celebrities, especially black celebrities, man, because that's the hottest ticket. To hate on a brother, shit, that's more money. Here's what we know so far about the MLK files released by the Trump administration. While they doing the Epstein files and they got him accused of grabbing them by the pussy and all that, he'd rather throw Dr. King under the bus. They said that he took the Dr. King statue out of the Oval Office. Every time he was getting ready to do a fucked up decision, he look over and see that Dr. King statue. Every time he passed gas, he look over, Dr. King nostrils flared up in the Oval Office. He had to get rid of that shit. That's like having the TBN network on all the time. Can you imagine? I probably would feel uncomfortable with Dr. King staring at me. If I'm scrolling through Instagram and you look over and Dr. King, I ain't saying he right, but somebody has something to do with the passing of Malcolm-Jamal, so we got to look through these files real quick. The long sealed files related to the FBI's years-long surveillance of civil rights leader Dr. King were released Monday by the Trump administration. Before that, the more than 240,000 pages have never been digitized, and this more X-File shit, and sat collecting dust in facilities across the federal government for decades. The Office of Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, said in the statement, in the hours since the trove of documents was made available through the National Archives and Records Administration, experts have said the files do not appear to include any major revelations. Out of 240,000 pages, Dr. King eats a bean burrito. Dr. King goes to the bathroom. Dr. King drinks a 40. And they all up his ass. And he ain't even do nothing significant. Man, get this shit out of here, y'all. I do apologize. No, get that out of here. Back to Malcolm-Jamal. This news is hot. The body is fresh, and it's sad that people hop on this type of stuff like piranhas. And these celebrities gotta be nervous. The only way they gonna get some attention is when they dead. When the last time you heard somebody talking about Malcolm-Jamal Warner? Let's be real. He dropped a whole rap album. He had the bandana on and everything. Nobody was listening. And y'all know I'm telling the truth, man. People thought he was Tariq Nasheed when he went to the club. And I know it's too soon. But y'all are dirty for this shit, man. It's way too soon. But people want to wait till you dead. I ain't been getting no views. God forbid, man. If something happen, my shit gonna go viral. Like, that's that nigga that's dead. That's that nigga that's dead. Like, you ever heard of Sean Blazington? No, but now I did. That nigga dead. That's fucked up, y'all. I do apologize. Let's get back into this.
Every person.
Cosby, who's now 88, has been reclusive in recent years after getting out of prison in 2021 when his conviction for sexual assault was overturned. But he also made rare comments to CBS News, sharing that he and Malcolm Jamal's TV mom Felicia Rashad had connected over the loss.
We were embracing each other over the phone about a dearly...
Damn, she was fine. And I know that ain't got nothing to do with nothing, but man, Miss Huxtable. And she's still a very, very beautiful woman, man. And that made me wonder what Bill Cosby really had going on. Out of all the women he could have picked, he picked her to be his wife on the show. I wonder how his real wife felt about that shit. And they was on that show for years, and they had plenty of intimate moments together. Now they son gone. Will this rekindle some type of flame? Did she go visit Bill to talk about this? I'm pretty sure they still have a relationship today. When he was going through what he was going through, the Cosby family pretty much stuck together. And that's a very powerful thing, man. That let you know it was bigger than TV. It was bigger than the show. What they had was real. When you go back and watch them reruns, you're really looking at a real family. But what I never understood was, how was they able to have them light-ass kids? I mean, my dad black as hell. And my sister's light. And I ain't trying to make this no big old thing, but I need to see this real quick. Y'all hold on. Just bear with me for a second. Now it is before I go on a rant about this, it is possible. I've seen it before, man. You have people with two dark-skinned parents and they still come out like this. So it is believable that, what y'all think, that she could have been one of the Cosby kids. Is that a mustache? That's what y'all gotta look out for. God damn, she should've, what the fuck? Shit, it must be hard being light-skinned today. I'm just saying, god damn. I ain't the one to talk about nobody, but the fuck? They say black don't crack. Cosby Show know how to pick 'em. The hell? Is that a nipple? Oh shit, she gonna get me demonetized, dirty bitch. She gonna get me demonetized. Oh, oh god damn. This shit. Hold on, y'all need to see this too. God damn, man, she got her booty all out on the damn. Oh my god. I'm about to get off this shit. Look at this. What was the other one name? Jasmine Guy. Y'all need to see this, man. Y'all remember Jasmine Guy? She was with Tupac back in the day. They had on all the movies. She was a stunt double for Michael Jackson back in the day. Y'all remember her? Bill Cosby put her down too. That nigga got her tight. She maxed out on his ass. She can't get no more work. Angela Bassett ain't go out like, and this ain't no disrespect. The fuck she doing with Rick Fox? Is that her son? The Beige Brigade. Thought that was Lisa Ray for a little bit. The fuck they give her an award for? Okay. Oh man, we got more serious news we gotta get into. Where my picture at? We got more serious news we gotta get into. I notice ain't nobody hit the like button. We got a couple of light-skinned women in the building. They mad because they ain't aging well or whatever the case. Let me see them real quick before I continue on with this. Let me put them on the screen because they heated in the comment section because I said black don't crack. Gotta see this real quick. Because they getting it cracking in the comment section. Y'all need to see their faces. Let me pull this up. And then we gonna get back to the video. Look. Y'all see them? She look good. But, the hell? No comment. No comment. We're gonna get back to the video. God damn. I should have changed the name of the channel to Shrek. Ain't nothing but trolls. Ain't nothing but trolls. If you a real person out there, leave a comment so it'll make my channel look good. I'm gonna change the name of the channel to Shrek. Cause ain't none of them pictures real. Ain't got not one goddamn real picture. God damn. That don't make no fucking sense. Okay, Lord have mercy. Let's get back to the video. Y'all listening? Here we go.
Beloved Fred, 3 months ago, what we talked about was something he was very proud of. He had done
They got Bill Cosby sounding like he worked for NASA. That ain't no damn Bill Cosby. We all know Bill Cosby sound fucked up when he be talking. He ain't even letting the words linger. Hey, old Theo, he was such a good boy. And he old too. They got him sounding all sophisticated. That's AI, y'all. Look, listen.
concert in Minnesota with the symphony, and there was something he had written, but he was very proud.
Why the fuck they put the Taylor Swift music on Bill Cosby like they got love for him? They ain't got no love for Bill Cosby. Why the fuck they put that Taylor Swift shit on there? That shit said da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I really miss you. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I really love you. Da-da-da-da-da. For Bill Cosby? Now they got a love affair with him again. Who he don't kill? How did he fall back in good graces with America to where people give a damn about what he got to say? Did he sacrifice him or no? They loving on Bill Cosby again after he been accused of taking their had them jello popping that pussy. Hold on, y'all. Listen to the music and tell me if I'm tripping or not. Listen.
We were embracing each other over the phone about a dearly beloved friend. 3 months ago, what we talked about was something he was very proud of. He had done a concert in Minnesota with the symphony, and there was something he had written, but he was very proud of what he had done and what he had said, and it was about living in America.
Said, Mr. Cosby, you're gonna be so proud of me. I got on stage and told them motherfuckers how I really feel about living in America, man. It was deep. They called me Malcolm for a reason. He probably shouldn't have told Bill Cosby what he did. Soon as Bill Cosby got off the phone, he called up his bootleg brothers. Like, it is time. He is out of control. He got in front of those black people and told them about liberations. Hey, Brother Malcolm, you can't be doing no shit. Get your hand out my pocket. He should have never told Bill Cosby what he said to in that concert. Like, I'm so proud to be a black man, Bill Cosby. You just don't understand. He shouldn't have did it. Man, he thought Bill Cosby was his friend. Agent 00007. Y'all need to listen at this. Malcolm-Jamal speech. I want to hear that speech he did at that concert. Because he a powerful brother, man. He get to talking with that baritone. He make you feel proud. Like, get off your ashy knees, black man. Your ass be standing up sleep. I want to, oh shit, this gonna be good. Y'all need to listen at this little. Wait a minute, wait. Let me get it set up. Okay, here we go, listen.
We were devastated to hear that Malcolm-Jamal Warner drowned while vacationing in Costa Rica. He was just 54 years old. He first became a pop culture icon as Theo Huxtable on The Cosby Show, and generations of Americans are feeling this loss because he was like everybody's brother. He was really a great kid.
Yeah.
He was really,
A lot
really.
of kids grew up with him.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Really?
I mean, I did. I knew him well. I mean, it just, it's the person who sent me the information sent me a note that said, this is why what you all did on Friday matters. And
Whoopi Goldberg was on Friday. I ain't seen that part. What the hell? Whoopi Goldberg, I know she wasn't Miss Pearly or nothing. Do y'all remember her on Friday? Was she related to Miss Parker? Was she in one of them deleted scenes? Was that her rolling around on the floor at the gas station or something? I don't remember that, man. Did she get a plate from Bruh's Barbecue? When was Bill Cosby? Whoopi Goldberg on Friday. Yo, you learn something new every day, but one thing I do know is that this ain't no laughing matter. People claiming that Bill Cosby has something to do with his passing, which is stupid. Because they saying he drowned it in Costa Rica. What brother with money gonna drown in Costa Rica with all them baddies around? You ain't even gonna trip or miss a step in Costa Rica. That's where you go to be cool. But they claiming that he drowned. And, accidents do happen. Rest in peace to him, man. But I don't believe Bill Cosby had nothing to do with it. Hold on, that's what y'all need to listen to. Listen.
Give you Malcolm-Jamal Warner performing from his Grammy-nominated album, the title track, Hiding in Plain View. Thank you.
Thank you.
He looked dead down at her ass. He know he wrong for that. Look,
Thank you.
Thank you.
that nigga said, thank you. He had to clear his motherfucking throat. Hold on.
In view. Thank you.
Thank you.
Vulnerability can be a scary thing, even when we're on the mend. Black boys boast bravado not to seem broken, and often so do black men.
Ooh.
I see you, looking for clues, listening for cues, longing to know what I'm not telling you, as if I'm hiding in plain view. Even though I speak my truth, for some it's not enough. But when red tables turn timidly, some say they tell too much when they talk.
He took a shot at Jada Pinkett and Will Smith. Oh my God. Shots fired. He told Jada and Will, shut the fuck up at them red tables, telling all your business. Got these young black men listening, trying to be August L Senior, banging them seniors. Now he got me spitting poems. That was deep. Hold on, listen.
Intimate thoughts belong to me.
Hold on, run that back.
Longing to know what I'm not telling you, as if I'm hiding in plain view. Even though I speak my truth, for some it's not enough. But when red tables turn timidly, some say they tell too much when they talk. My most intimate thoughts belong to me, like a woman's body when she says no. So I reserve the right to go as far as I like, and even though I live in the public eye, I don't subscribe to the Dog and Pony Show. For I've learned to discern who can accept all of me. I read the room before I speak, because I find that folks flee from honesty like we retreat from love. Vulnerability can be a scary thing, even when we're on the mend. Black boys boast bravado not to seem broken, and often so do black men. My relationship with rejection reeks of stale smiles and toxic tear stains that shed secretions of trepidation. And since astute sharks sense fear so sharply, sometimes I feign confidence, like young girls dumb down and grown women fake orgasms.
Wait a minute, bro. Now that was raunchy. That was real raunchy. And the look on his face says it all. He know that was nasty, and he don't give a fuck. And they saying that's why they tried to cancel him. He said y'all be faking orgasms. All y'all do. When your girl do some stupid shit in the bed, that's when you know she faking it. When you have a chick, when they put their legs in the air and be shaking them shits like that, they faking. You know it, and y'all know it too, man. I need to know how many of y'all fake the orgasm. And why would you do it? That's like me faking the orgasm. Just to get up out that thing. Y'all ain't gonna admit it, but you gotta admit, his poetry is super duper deep. He said the casualties, they mad at me because it's gonna be a tragedy. Bill Cosby is sloppy, had to watch me, but it was not me. He was pea popping with those pea puddings, with those pea goodings, like Cuba Gooding Jr. Who's a senior? I was a senior, but it gets meaner and meaner the more you get older. I told you. I never went to war, never was a soldier, was on TV and you saw me and I was never a chauffeur. Never carried a mop bucket, but I will stop, fuck it. Yo, some people don't need YouTube channels, man. They've been telling me that for years. Yo, if you think about getting the channel, don't do it, man. You're only gonna make an ass out of yourself. Take it from me. You only gonna make an ass out yourself. Oh man, it's too late for this shit. Oh man, I should have been asleep. Man, it's so hot as fuck. Oh, it's getting hot. Ain't no trees around here. You know what I'm saying? That's what the problem is. Ain't no trees. Stop talking about him since he passed. That's how I know something fishy. You got every black person in Hollywood with something to say, and the stuff they saying is what make it so suspect. Y'all need to listen to this.
God bless Malcolm-Jamal Warner. It's sad what happened to my man, and we used to talk about once a year. But all right. God bless Malcolm-Jamal Warner. He was a great associate. He wasn't a friend, but he was a great associate. So God bless him.
Minneapolis, hi.
What is this about Malcolm Jamal? I don't believe stuff on the internet.
Yeah, because people are lying. They lying so much. I don't know anything about nobody.
Unless it's from a reliable source.
But this is great.
They said TMZ did. I got to go look because all the stuff that they got out here by us, I got to make sure. I got to confirm it before I even.
Brazil, what's up, Brazil?
Why would they even get online if they don't know what the hell going on? See, that's what I'm talking. That's what make them look guilty. They speaking on shit just to be speaking on it, to make it seem like they ain't got nothing to do with it. Tyler Perry probably already put them on about they all probably feasting off of this shit. Apparently, if they getting some shine off of it, you know, that's what make it so suspect. We don't know who was involved for real. Especially when they know a death is the biggest news that's popping in Black Hollywood. So what, you got a new movie coming out? Ain't nobody gonna go see it. So what, you got a new album? Ain't nobody trying to listen to it unless they gonna listen to it for free. So what, you whatever it is you doing in Hollywood as a black entertainer, don't nobody give a damn. They waiting for somebody to drop. But like I said earlier, the saddest part about all of this is we didn't just lose a brother. We didn't just lose a person. We lost a whole era. Because everything about Malcolm-Jamal was decent. Bill Cosby's legacy was tarnished. A lot of those people on the show, their legacies was tarnished. Now they saying he sacrificed his TV son like how he did his real son. I don't believe it. Well, Malcolm-Jamal Warner may be the last decent brother that we've ever had in the media that ain't get caught up in no BS. Or that everybody in the black community can agree with that he was all right. You ain't heard nobody say nothing messed up about this man or feel a way about Malcolm-Jamal. So that's what make all of this so unfortunate. I want to take a little bit of time to see what people talking about in the comment section. I do apologize for my behavior. It's hot as hell. And this video is not a comedy video or nothing like that. I like to have these conversations ahead of the curve because I know it's going to be people coming out with their theories and conspiracies, and you figure you put it out there, put a little bit of humor on it. When people try to speak seriously about a sacrifice, if you already seen this video, you know damn well that it wasn't no sacrifice. By you listening to this video, you can see how ridiculous it sounds for somebody to be speaking on Bill Cosby sacrificing anything. But how come he ain't dead yet? How old he gonna be? He been around for a long time. He doing something to stay alive so long. I hope he ain't eating people or doing some Kardashian shit. Cause they know more than the public know about longevity, and sometimes you gotta make a move or do something spontaneous just to keep your boat floating. And his boat been floating for a long time. Y'all out there making many sacrifices and shit just to keep your shit on track. They talking about closing all the schools and shit. That's why it ain't no live chickens nowhere. Y'all doing rituals with fried chicken bones and shit just to keep y'all stuff afloat. You got people out here that's doing shit on church grounds when the pastor ain't looking just so they could keep their 9 to 5 floating. But that's Negro here, no there. How far are you willing to go to keep your shit afloat? That's what I want to talk about. Especially for the people out there that got kids. How far are you willing to go in order to keep your position and to keep your status, or to upgrade and to elevate? In order to do that, sacrifices are required. And a lot of times people don't want to sacrifice their character or make changes that need to be made. They'd rather screw somebody else over one way or another just to get ahead. And I don't know all the details about the Malcolm-Jamal Warner case, so I'm gonna shut up and we're gonna get into some hardcore facts. And I want to hear about what happened when he drowned. Let me get some water real quick. Oh man, where my shit at? All right, enough of the chatter. Let's get into some facts.
Rican Beach, where officials say a dangerous rip current swept away Malcolm-Jamal Warner. The Cosby Show star drowning in secluded paradise on Sunday.
What makes that beach so treacherous?
You know, it's similar to other beaches where there are strong rip currents that are deceiving.
Mike Geist helps run a volunteer lifeguard organization here. He says while no lifeguards were on duty that day, Geist's friend, who happens to be a trained lifeguard, was there to surf and discovered Warner unresponsive in the water.
You know, the first thing that they do is they bring him to the surface and give the emergency respirations.
Right there?
Right there. In the water on the surfboard. And when he didn't respond to that, my friend rapidly took him into the beach and they immediately began CPR.
These are the first things we saw when we pulled up to the beach. Signs in Spanish and English warning people about potentially hazardous conditions. This sign even giving warning people about the beach. Signs in Spanish and English. These are the first things.
Shit, when I see that sign, the first thing I'm gonna be thinking is where the hoes at? That shit say Playa Grande. Like they got some thick ones out here. That playa. You ain't think about no hazards or nothing like that when you see that. Come on, big boss player, grande, You be talking like Rick Ross the whole time you in Costa Rica when you see that. They need to put that shit in English. Cause a lot of them dudes go out there with their wives, mess around, get caught cheating, and blame it on the sign. I told you I was gonna do it big, baby, playa grande. You got a man, look, it's a nigga waving like, what it do though? Somebody from Detroit, see that? They gonna be like, what up though? They gotta keep in mind that Americans come over there. Got this man doing the deep stroke on the damn sign. Like, yeah, baby, let's get it on the beach. I want you on your back just like that. They need to be more mindful of this shit. This will set somebody up to get killed, kidnapped. You over there thinking it's a game. You got all your chains on the beach talking about playa grande. They need to take that shit down and say when the weather's bad, don't be out there playing. Because the weather look horrible out there. It look like it's storming out there. You know? It don't look like a sunny day to be in Costa Rica. That look like some shit where you need to be in the hotel waiting for it to get better out there. Yo, and I hate to run it back, but look at this weather.
In here, he says while no lifeguards were on duty that day, Geist's friend, who happens to be a trained lifeguard, was there to surf and discovered Warner unresponsive in the water.
You know, the first thing that they do is they bring him to the surface and give the emergency respirations.
No, wait a minute, y'all. Wait. I ain't buying it. Hold up. Wait a minute. I ain't buying it, man. Y'all need to see this. I butchered the shit out of that. Okay, y'all need to see this. Y'all wait a minute. All right, here we go. Y'all listening? Look.
The family of a Greensboro man who was killed while on vacation in Puerto Rico is talking about what happened. Noah Amerson was celebrating his first wedding anniversary when police say armed robbers stormed into their Airbnb and shot him. WFMY News 2's Joseph Leonard spoke with his cousin who says his children witnessed this horrific crime.
Natasha Williams, a cousin of Noah Amerson, says he was killed in front of his family. She says what was meant to be a joyous vacation turned tragic, and she's worried about his children growing up without their dad. Williams grew up with Noah and his brother, former NFL player David Amerson. She says she was sitting on this porch at her Greensboro home when she got the text about his death. She says she still can't believe her cousin is gone, a father, a friend, taken in an instant.
That whole trip that was supposed to be just happy times, celebrating your wedding, anniversary, celebrating birthdays and graduation milestones, truly milestones that we all want to celebrate. And to know that, like I said, that tragedy, that
it ain't safe for brothers overseas. That's all I'm trying to say. It ain't safe like that. I don't know what really happened. Or, you know, we don't know. It could have been anything. It could have been, can't trust nobody like that. They take you out of the country. This some old Shanquilla shit. You just never know what's really going on. Cause this talk about the water and the ocean. Brothers don't go out there and be doing stupid shit. 54 years old, can't swim. If that's the case, he would have never took his ass out there in the water. What happened out there? He fell off the boat. They saying Bill Cosby smacked him off the boat. We don't know what happened for real. I'm gonna finish listening to this. Listen, y'all.
Right there
in the water on the surfboard. And when he didn't respond to that, my friend rapidly took him into the beach and they immediately began CPR.
These are the first things we saw when we pulled up to the beach. Signs in Spanish and English warning people about potentially hazardous conditions. This sign even giving a roadmap for how to escape a rip current. Costa Rica's Red Cross says they were able to rescue another man alive who was taken to a clinic in critical condition. Meanwhile, tonight, the outpouring continuing to grow.
Blue suede shoes, hit it. Hold on, was he fighting with the dude or who the other dude? Did he have a beef with somebody? Like, they need to explain this stuff.
One for the money, two for the show.
Raven Simone, who played Warner's niece on The Cosby Show, posting this emotional tribute.
He was the big brother. He was one of the most multifaceted, talented men. So gentle.
In a 2013 interview, Warner said his proudest achievement wasn't the hit sitcom, but building a life beyond The Cosby Show.
If I die tomorrow, I know I would go with a smile on my face.
And with that, Jesse joins us now live from Costa Rica. Jesse, officials say Warner's autopsy is now complete.
It was completed this morning, according to authorities, Tom, and they say that it confirmed that Warner's drowning death was, in fact, an accident. Tom?
Jesse Kirsch for us tonight. Jesse, thank you. We thank you for watching, and remember...
Autopsy couldn't tell you no shit like that. How can they determine it was an accident because he drowned? Water is water. The way the water swished in his lungs and up his... That don't make no damn sense. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section, man. And I'm dying to know. I don't believe these rumors about Bill Cosby having anything to do with any of this stuff. That's ridiculous, y'all. And I know people willing to believe it because he's been accused of other ridiculous things and people wrote him off. Some things from 30, 40 years ago. This is recent. So I know y'all would be willing to believe it. I don't believe it, and I suggest that y'all don't believe those rumors either. Let's get into this, y'all.
I love you, and I know you're watching over all of us now.
Raven-Symoné delivers an emotional message after the death of her Cosby Show co-star Malcolm-Jamal Warner. Following news of the actor's accidental drowning death in Costa Rica, Raven, who played Denise Huxtable's precocious stepdaughter Olivia on the series, delivers a heartfelt tribute to Malcolm-Jamal in an audio-only clip on Instagram. The cover photo for the video features the words "I love you" and a dove emoji. Raven holds back tears while remembering her late colleague and friend.
Words cannot describe the pain and sadness and surprise that I feel with the recent loss of MJW. He was the big brother. He was a beacon. He was one of the most multifaceted, talented men. So gentle. And my heart and soul and hugs and kisses go out to his daughter and his wife and his mother. He gave the best advice, he gave the best hugs, and his smile will always be a huge, bright, white smile in my head forever. I love you, and I know you're watching over all of us now. Bye, Malcolm.
Other celebs have reacted to Warner's death as well, including Beyoncé, who shared a throwback photo of the actor from his days as a child star on the sitcom along.
Beyonce.com, that shit look grim as hell. Rest in power, Malcolm-Jamal Warner. Thanks for being a big part of our shared television history. You will be missed. Why is it so dark and demonic? Wait a minute. Why it look so devilish? See, these black celebrities, man, you really can't trust them like that. They all get together. And I hate to think it, but I wouldn't put it past none of them. Like, on the real, not to be spooky, not to be creepy, but they like to spill the blood of the innocent. And they don't get no more decent than Malcolm-Jamal Warner. I ain't accusing of nobody of no sacrifices. They say the good ones die young. He was 54 years old. That's young for black people. Especially when you ain't no thug. He was supposed to be 100. Dick Gregory age. Rest in peace to Malcolm-Jamal Warner. You never know when it's your time to go. You just never know. But you figure if you on vacation, you're going to have a good time. If you feeling sickly, stay your ass at home. It's funny to me how people of color go on vacations and don't make it back home. You plan on going to have a good time. Your ass get out there and all hell break loose. You miles and miles away from home and some old fuckery going down. Like, why they gotta get you out the country for shit to go left? Trying to tell y'all I'm getting Shanquilla vibes. But they too busy being lovey-dovey about the thing before they would investigate. They trying to get that sympathy money before they do some real investigations. Talking about he just drowned. Yeah, he drowned, but how did he drown? Did he slip? Did he fall? What happened? Who was there? They ain't got no testimonies. He went out there by himself. Was he cheating with one of them Brazilian bimbos? Did he have a Costa Rican hottie? Was he even supposed to be out there? Was he out there with his wife? They not giving no details. They trying to keep it respectful and let that man rest in peace. But he said women be faking their orgasms. He said it on national TV. So he probably was a passport bro. He said that shit matter-of-factly. Listen to this, y'all.
Sometimes I feign confidence, like young girls dumb down and grown women fake orgasms. And sometimes I refrain from revealing how I truly feel and just hang out and hide the parts of me you possibly might not like. And vulnerability is a scary thing, right? We all do the same dance.
Was he vulnerable on the boat? And what was he out there doing? Hiding them parts that you might not like. What he had on when he was on that boat? What was he out there doing? He was being sneaky in Costa Rica. I don't know the details because they ain't giving the details, man. Old lady at home faking them orgasms and shit. He know what's up. He probably went out there to have a good time. Get tired of dealing with all that phony shit. Sometimes he want to get away like Lenny Kravitz, Lisa Bonet. Hold on, y'all, because he putting subliminal messages out there.
Like, vulnerability is a scary thing, right? We all do the same dance, right? It's like life is one big masquerade party with cute masks to mask misshapen identities made by us to make us feel safe in the
He talking about that boule shit, masquerade parties with masks on. There's some eyes closed shut shit going on around here, man. What did they do? He said them masquerade parties like Tom Cruise, when your mom moves, I move in the room with your moms too. They'll bang your mother at that masquerade party. You won't even know it's your mama. Hold on, look at this. They really be doing that shit? He talking about some Illuminati boule shit. Said I masquerade, smack your face, and then dash away. And that's okay, because that's what they say is okay in the boule. He got Illuminati bars. Man, something ain't sitting right with all this stuff. And you know Bill Cosby the Grand Master. Call that nigga show enough. I don't trust it. So smack your face at a masquerade, smack the mask away. God damn. Hold on, man. Maybe I ain't hearing this right. I need to go back. Because maybe I'm hearing shit. Look.
a scary thing, right? We all do the same dance, right? It's like life is one big masquerade party with cute masks to mask misshapen identities made by us to make us feel safe in the face of uncertainty. But when you hide yourself to please, you place a piece of your soul on hold. And the sanctity of that space eventually becomes a poisonous pit of unexpressed feelings or untended quirks that never quite get worked out. For the things that we hide about ourselves never disappear. And some we fear may slip out when least expected.
LL Cool J somewhere shaking in his boots. You better get that man off the mic. Lil Baby ain't gonna be able to keep up. Rapping like that, I had a whole music industry shook. And he a triple threat, got acting skills too. A lot of people don't like that. I'm pretty sure he made a lot of enemies with his rhyming capabilities. Rest in peace to Malcolm-Jamal Warner, a talent that we'll never see again, y'all. He came up in the 80s, Jerry Curl Shag, worked it all the way through the 90s without snapping his fingers. He was able to be on the show with Eddie Griffin and not choke off that cigarette smoke. He could dance underwater and not get wet. And he still was on his run. He was still doing big things. And when you let a brother like that get old, in the times we living in now, with these gremlins running around here, he would have been like Professor X. People talking about they was gonna let Ray J be a civil rights activist. They already got Project Pat out there preaching. They waiting for one of these black males to get old to be a black leader. They talking about Boosie gonna be the next Dr. King. They waiting for Charlemagne the God to be old to be the next Reverend Al Sharpton. They looking for an OG to lead the flock. People want Big Meech to take over the black community. They already calling Diddy nigga Moses in jail. And if you ask me, none of them qualified. But Malcolm-Jamal Warner, if they would have let him live, he would have been Malcolm X, Dr. King, and all that stuff put together. He was destined to lead. And I feel like that's the reason why all of this funny stuff is going on. Because he spoke his mind, he kept it real, and he very relatable. And people love him. You don't get too many people that everybody love. Either some people love you and a lot of people hate you, or a lot of people hate you and some people love you. But this man was well-rounded. He's America's brother, not just black people. People of all nationalities looked at him like a brother, and he no longer here. I need to hear some more of this.
And irony for me is when I wanted to be fully accepted without giving my full self. Not feeling safe enough to be vulnerable, I lament that I was only being loved based on what I thought was safe to present. I spent years in a relationship hiding, halfway knowing I was neglecting me. Allowing myself to be disrespected since I was already disrespecting me. Friends who knew me well looking at me like, who the hell is he? It's deep. I've learned that a compromised soul may let you sleep, but will never let you rest. Until you address the parts of you that can't be dressed up with a smile and, yo, I'm fine. So I'm on this quest to embrace a self-love so radical that I honor every aspect of my being. Even the broken, I'm working to heal. Dim my light for no one. Let it project with precision to keep my path bright and protect my soul and spirit temple like a lion protects its cubs from perilous predators day and night. Black boys boast bravado not to seem broken, and often so do black men. Vulnerability is a scary thing. And while I'm on the mend, my need is to love me and tend to my self-care. Hiding in plain view is really just me choosing.
I blame Mama Huxtable for it because it sounds like mommy, and no disrespect, but it's some mommy issues going on there. What was going on with Claire? It was some neglect going on with them Cosby kids, man. She always treated them girls better than she did her son. I don't know who his real mama is, but we seen the Cosby Show. They ain't have to do Theo like that. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. What was the mama name? Was it Claire Huxtable? Oh no, they didn't have her on the show with the Tony Braxton hairdo. I don't remember them episodes. They had her looking like her name was Wanda by the end of the season. Why they do her like that with a Fila jumpsuit? That's why they went off air. When they had Bill Cosby doing the Cabbage Patch, that's when you knew they was gonna cancel the show. Was she a good mother on the show? Now I gotta go back and watch it. He started getting grown, come home, smelling like weed. She act like she didn't want to be bothered with her son. That ain't right. When he started getting grown, that's when she started keeping her distance. That What Up Ma started to sound different when he had that bass in his voice. It was all cute when he had the Jerry curl swag. But when he started getting older, listening to that Belle Biv DeVoe, he coming around there with that hip hop swag. She go in the dressing room, he's standing in there sweating with a gun. Allegedly. That's when things went downhill, man. Was she a good mother or no? And I ain't trying to blame the woman in the situation, but we gotta have this conversation because we know Bill Cosby was a good father. But was she a good mother on the show? God damn. How's she trying to compete with her sexy? Y'all see that bullshit? She trying to compete. That's why they kicked her off the show. Damn it. Hey, that's the end of it, y'all. We done lived the whole era. With him out of the picture, Bill Cosby ain't gonna be able to carry the weight. Because you figure if the attack is on black males, at least we had him to hold on to for the Cosby Show legacy. Cosby ain't gonna be able to do it because they done already dragged him through the mud. So when people say the Cosby Show, the legacy is ruined, it's over, we still had Theo. Not no more though. So this whole thing done crumbled. The matriarch is done. And you figure, you know, Bill Cosby will hold the belt. But when Bill Cosby went down, that's when Theo had the belt. People will rewatch the Cosby Show for Theo. People will fast forward past the parts with Bill Cosby and see what was going on with Claire and the kids and shit. I seen people do it, man. You go to somebody's house and the Cosby Show on, as soon as Bill Cosby start talking, they fast forward past that and then on press play when they see Theo talk. I seen it done. So it's official, man. It's a wrap. I told y'all he started doing gangster music like Tupac. I told y'all that. He was thugged out. He was rapping like Domino. Y'all remember that? Rest in peace to him. Okay, let's get back. I want to see this real quick, and I'm going to shut up about it. Come on.
Fans and co-stars are mourning the shocking death of Malcolm-Jamal Warner, the actor best known as Theo Huxtable on The Cosby Show.
There you go.
Costa Rican officials say Warner drowned Sunday afternoon in the province of Limon. According to investigators, the 54-year-old was swept away by the sea's current before bystanders were able to pull him out of the water, but he had no vital signs.
I'll be in my room, Suzanne.
Warner was just 14 when he landed the role that would cement his place in television history, playing the lovably naive Theo Huxtable on The Cosby Show.
Look at these sleeves.
Over 8 seasons, Warner's coming-of-age antics became a favorite among fans.
How did you like the real world?
Well, it's a lot tougher than I thought it was. But you know what? So am I.
Warner stopping by today, just before the show wrapped in 1992.
This show has given me a wonderful opportunity to be able to grow and to be able to kind of show what I can do.
He later addressed the show's complicated legacy after its star Bill Cosby was accused and convicted of sexual assault. That conviction later overturned.
The effect that it had on Black people worldwide can never be taken away.
Cosby speaking about Warner overnight, saying he and co-star Felicia Rashad have been remembering Warner.
Malcolm was always embracing relationships with everybody he worked with.
After his early success, Warner kept acting, including alongside Tracy Ellis Ross in Read Between the Lines. On Monday, she wrote, "My heart is so, so sad. You made the world a brighter place." Beyond his on-screen career, he also worked as a poet and musician, even earning a Grammy. Just last year, he launched the Not All Hood podcast, looking at the experiences of Black Americans, and reflected on today about his life after early fame.
And I've got my head on straight, my soul and dignity is intact. Like, I've had a really wonderful journey.
In one of his final Instagram videos, Warner sending an uplifting message to his fans.
Just wanted to remind you, as I remind myself, that no matter what's going on, there's always a reason to smile. Peace and love, and I'll be back soon.
Damn, man. Damn. All I can say is rest in peace, y'all. That's all I can say is rest in peace. He gone. And we'll never see another brother like him ever again. Damn, man. What was the name of his podcast? Let me look that up real quick, because I need to tune in. He's so inspirational. He gives so much good energy, man. I just fucked up about it. Let me look there. It was the Nah All Hood podcast. Nah All Hood podcast. See what that's all about, man. I suggest y'all all, subscribe, check it out. Cause got a provocative podcast. Hold on, we gonna get into that real quick. We gonna get into something. He got Farnsworth Bentley on the podcast. Okay, let's hear a little bit of this, y'all. Let's hear a little bit of this. Y'all ready? Come on.
I'm sorry, Laurent. I just want to interject. Please let the thought. Because I tend to do intros before we start the podcast. Okay, as part of the opening. But I just want to say for our listeners and our viewers, I just want to give a shout out to your podcast, Broken Traditions. Thank you. Which What are you
talking about? What's going on here? I need to, and shout out to the Broken Traditions and everything.
There should be a moratorium on both of those words in hip hop because it's low-lying fruit. It's so easy. Everybody fucking does it to the point that it's corny. Like there are MCs who I love, who I cannot listen to anymore because I love J. Cole, but I had to stop listening to J. Cole because I got tired of hearing nigga and bitch
as much
every 2 sentences because he's proven himself to be such a incredible lyricist
that you think it's just too low.
He was on some Pimp C shit, y'all. Hold on, wait a minute. He calling out rappers and all that. That's a major note. Y'all seen what happened to Pimp C? You start talking about how these rappers do their flows and how they live their life and all. As an OG that people respect, that's bad for business. And he naming names. He had a podcast doing shit like this. Not All Hood podcast, where hip hop is a multi-billion-dollar industry, keeping people ignorant. And playing with some hot water. Hold on, look.
Just based on your clientele, what do women want versus what they say they want? Or do they know?
They don't know, but I'll speak for most of them that I come across.
Okay.
They really want to be claimed. They want to be cared for. They want somebody that has their back, that can take some weight off of them. And not necessarily financially, but they want someone.
Oh, they done Kevin Samuel his ass. I already see it. Oh, they done Kevin Samuel his ass. She said women just want to be claimed. Like they some dogs. Is she serious with this shit? Oh, I know people was mad as hell about that. How long he was gonna go on with this podcast? Women just want to be claimed. Like we just want a leash, a owner. Just claim me. Say my name when everybody around you. And don't be playing games. Man, I can't believe this. Run that back. Maybe I heard it wrong. What the hell?
Just based on your clientele, what do women want versus what they say they want? Or do they know?
They don't know, but I'll speak for most of them that I come across.
Okay.
They honestly.
Is she a woman or no? They don't know. I'll speak for most of them. That better not be no man. Which one of them was dealing with the dude? That was the dude from the Family Matters. But you get them confused a lot. What the hell is going on?
Just based on your clientele, what do women want versus what they say they want? Or do they know?
They don't know, but I'll speak for most of them that I come across.
Okay.
They really want to be claimed. They want to be cared for. They want somebody that has their back, that can take some weight off of them. And not necessarily financially, but they want someone to make them feel like, you got me. Whether he's making $70,000 a year or $270,000 a year, whether he's making $40,000 a year or whatever, it really doesn't boil down to the money because the average man doesn't make what these women are asking for. But men and women are getting married every day.
Just based on your clientele.
Oh, hell no, bro. This podcast. I hope they ain't Kevin Samuels, my guy, with this shit. Hold on, look.
I know my energy flows where my attention goes, so I look at the positive in things. Not to say that other things don't exist, but I'm going to look at the positive. The positives of what's going on now. I feel it's created.
Man, they was sipping herbal tea, talking about all that positivity. You know these young gremlins is not going for none of this shit. Man, rest in peace. See, when you're trying to do the right thing, that's when shit go left. Look.
Especially being a pioneer, where you had to look far and wide, probably for people who look like you. How did you find your circle? How did you actually survive? Because I know where I work, you find your circle, but don't spend too much time with them because they're going to look at you and they're going to wonder, what are they talking about?
Mm-hmm.
You know, just pass.
They some jigaboos. They talking about working around them people. Y'all all get together at the water cooler and y'all talking about, what are they talking about? She talking about, when you find a group of black people in the workplace, don't be around them niggas too much because it's going to get you in trouble. That's basically what she trying to say, man.
Because I know where I work, you find your circle, but don't spend too much time with them because they're going to look at you and they're going to wonder, what are they talking about?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Like, what you niggers is over here congregating about? Oh, nothing. Woo. I'm so sorry. I see y'all there. I see y'all after work. Like, I don't be over there with Shanae and Danetta them. I ain't trying to get fired. Is she serious with this bullshit?
Survive. Because I know where I work, especially being a pioneer, where you had to look far and wide, probably for people who look like you. How did you find your circle? How did you actually survive? Because I know where I work, you find your circle, but don't spend too much time with them because they're going to look at you and they're going to wonder, what are they talking about?
The Not Hood at All podcast. This shit ain't hood at all, y'all. For them jigaboos and things. Them Bill Cosby fans. I can't believe it. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. God damn. Play that.
Mm-hmm. You know, just pass each other and give each other the nod, but don't congregate, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have more than 2-3 people, y'all meeting for something.
Mm-hmm.
But in your world, what did that look like?
All the same, but as I said before, I was very fortunate to also have white friends that were executives, etc., that looked out for me. Then I had some black executives who ignored me.
Hey, shit, no, man, get this shit. Hey, y'all check out the podcast, man. Y'all go check it out. He gone. I ain't gonna say nothing else. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it in the comment section. Rest in peace. I made this video to let the world know Bill Cosby ain't got nothing to do with this man's passing. Quit spreading the rumors. Rest in peace. Lord have mercy. I ain't never seen so many jigaboos on a podcast. What the hell was they thinking? The Not Ghetto at All podcast. Like your little Uzi fans, little Boosie fans, this is not for you. He said, I'm gonna keep this thing anti-modern black. But you know what? You do have to draw the line somewhere, man. The black experience is getting ridiculous. You got people out here. I don't even want to say what y'all see what's going on Instagram, TikTok, them big ass dinners and shit people be eating. They open up the plate, oxtails be so goddamn big. Big macaroni and cheese, just big back behavior going on. So I guess he figured, hell, he got to draw the line and separate himself from the rest. Look, I distinguish myself. Y'all see me with this old man cap on, button-ups and shit. You know, you got to draw the line somewhere. I can't be out here with the skinny shit on, trying to be a YN. Matter of fact, fuck it, I'm just going to go ahead and subscribe to his podcast because I be feeling like them sometimes. See what else he got. Why the hood deserves more respect. Georgia me speaks to the hood deserve more respect. They pandering to niggas. Fame, family, and forgive with DJ Envy. They had Envy on the show. Energy, Love, and Legacy, Living by Thought, Word of Deed, and Keisha Knight. They still talking about the coronavirus. Degrees, Bags, No Love, What Do You Really Bring to a Relationship? They said all them degrees and can't keep a man, let's talk about it. You educated single mothers, let's talk about it. Said the real cost of healthy food and the rise of urban farming. Yo, it's people out, man, I see people in the projects trying to grow their own food, y'all. I ain't lying. And it look ridiculous. They got the beans and shit hanging over the railings. They got fucking potatoes growing all on the patio, roaches crawling. I could look out my window right now. The lady got baskets, plastic barrels. I don't know what the fuck she doing. It act like she don't want to cut her damn grass. It look like a jungle over there. It make me want to holler every time I look out the goddamn window, man. She got parsley and all that bullshit growing. Like, moved to the suburbs. She got it looking like we in Africa somewhere. Oh, man. Rest in peace. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section, man. I subscribed. I suggest y'all get over there, too, and hit that like button. I got so much love for y'all. Yo, I'm going to holler at y'all on my next video, man.